Right, I'm just looking at Ranging Country. I hope they don't take offence to me putting this up on my channel. But I'm just comparing this new BSA rifle, which they say is about £900. I'm just comparing the group size against my AP 900. They're shooting at 25 metres, and I shoot at 24 yards. But I shot the group at 24 pellets, and Peter is shooting just 10 pellets into the group. So I'm just really comparing the group size. Okay, so let's carry on with this video.
Ready to go. The sun's shining, the chrono's working.
The chrono has been working.
This gun's been absolutely bang on in testing, so it should just be a formality to sit and shoot it.
We've said this before and we've been here before.
Correct.
And
You jinx in it.
yeah.
So we're using H&N Field Target Trophy, 8.64 grain pellets. We're 25 metres indoor. We've got a BSA 6-24 by 44 scope on top.
Interestingly, these Field Target Trophy pellets are the same as the BSA Gold Stars, aren't they? It's just what we had to hand. And you can see why they choose the Field Target Trophy as their own pellet, can't you? BSA.
Well, BSA suggested to use the Gold Stars. So we tried the Gold Stars and we tried the FTTs. They were the same, and we just happened to have some more FTTs than Gold Stars, so here we are using H&N.
Do you know a few guns we've had lately have really liked this Field Target Trophy, haven't they?
But like, this isn't a new batch of pellets or anything, so there's no reason to say that they're particularly good at the minute or anything.
We've had a few guns that have really loved them. Is that 3 pellets through that same big hole?
I think so.
That's pretty good.
You had one off in Narnia, didn't you? But the others were pretty bang on.
That must have been me. You probably made me laugh, which would have been a first.
Good one.
Now, I did struggle with the trigger on this when I was setting it up, when I was testing it. And it was a tad heavy for me. And our regular viewers will know that I like a nice trigger. And I always say that the winning or the losing is in that very final pull, isn't it, of that trigger, how that trigger responds to your finger. And I got the Allen keys out, I got the instructions out, read the instructions, quickly realised that they'd mucked up the instructions and got the first stage travel key screw mixed up with the trigger weight, the second stage weight, and they got them round the wrong way. I was going to say something else then. So once I'd ascertained that, I adjusted it, and it might be a bit light for some people, but I really do like it. And it brought the groups far, far closer, made them much smaller.
I think we say in most videos that the trigger is your last point before the pellet comes out of the barrel. Really, it's the last point of contact for the human at the back of the rifle.
And that's pretty good, isn't it? And the chrono's working. And as you say, the sun's shining. I can hear a pigeon cooing outside. Everything's good in the world. When was the last time I had a gun perform like this?
There will have been one.
Oh, there will, but it's not for a while, I don't think.
I think we were really impressed with the Acura when we shot it a few weeks ago now. Just disappearing in that hole. Pun the pun.
I mean, that is. I mean, I think that's me out. I mean, some would call that clinical, wouldn't they? Others boring. Depends. I mean, we're only at 25, so I think with a rifle like this, you could quite easily push it out 30, 40, and it's going to be a bit more testing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at 25, it's
now obviously just for those amongst you that might be new or anything, but we've intentionally not zeroed that perfectly. So if the pellets don't go exactly where we're pointing, it doesn't really matter for us.
I might have been aiming there.
You might have been aiming there. I would hope you weren't. But, and the reason for that is so that you can keep your aim point the same. You can keep your aim point. The pellets don't break that aim point, so you can carry on aiming for the little six bullseye, and you just concentrate on the grouping. Is the reason.
Wow, I'm just looking at this chrono readings. That's 3 at 11.14, 1 at 11.17, 1 at 11.2, 2 at 11.23.
Spread 10 feet per second.
10 feet per second.
Very, very good.
This is...
Yeah, okay, so that video which I made, I think, yesterday, when you compare two rifles, a 900-pound rifle against a 300 and so many pounds, like the AP 900, what do you go for? Personally, I think the AP 900 with a group of 24 shots did very, very well against that new BSA. But anyway, what I'm doing today is going to shoot the FX DRS, because that's got the scope what came off the AP 900. So I'm going to test that for 0 like I did yesterday with the AP 900 to see if it's holding 0. So that's what I'm doing today, okay? So, yeah, look at it, I just hope Range and Country don't get upset with me showing that. And as you saw, Peter was shooting with both eyes open. And that's the way you should really try and shoot, because you will get a better line of sight onto your target, and that will mean better shooting for accuracy. Anyway, so I'll see you outside. So yeah, I think the AP 900's done very, very well. See you outside. Right, good morning. I've got the same target down there, which I shot 2 days ago. The groups, in a way of the FX group and also the AP 900. Now I'm testing this out for 0 because this has got the AP 900 scope on it. So, oh, okay. I've just put a battery on it, and I forgot about the battery on the side. Never mind, makes no difference. Yeah, that Range and Country shoot this morning, what I showed you earlier on against the AP 900. Similar sort of group, although my AP 900 done 24 shots. Alright, I'm going to start recording. And now there is a couple of spots. As I say, I just want to see if this has held 0, because being the AP 900 scope. All I've got to remember is the lab stand. Okay, so I'm going to go for this pellet hole here. Oh dear. The times I do that. Never mind. Right, so this pellet hole here. Okay, so that's shot a bit higher. We'll take another shot. When I can get the pellet in. This has got a full charge of air, so sometimes they do shoot a little bit off. So I'm going to go for the next pellet hole, red spot. Yeah, it looks like it's shooting a little bit high. I've got 30 pellets, so I've used 2. This is going to be the 3rd one. It's going to be another short video because I've got to do a repair on my car, which I, well, not on the car, but inside one of the tambour doors. Yesterday I went out for a drive, ended up going over the park, and as I was getting in to make a cup of tea, my foot got caught and I headbutted the tambour door, and now it don't open or shut. So I'll go back to this pellet, and then I'm going to maybe V0 a bit. Oh, that shot straight through that hole. Okay, so there's 3 different shots on that. So I keep it as it is because those 2 shots went off high. They both went high, but the other one was the centre. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to close this camera off, and I want to put some beads down. Right, okay, so I've got some beads down now on the ground. Now, I'm not quite sure whether it's loaded, so I'll go for the paper again. Right, okay, so it was loaded. So as you can see, the DRS is held at 0, so I'm well pleased with that. So let's go for the 6mm hole. Yeah, that's straight in. I think the battery's getting in my way with this DRS, so I might have to take it off. Right, okay. Yeah, when I was looking at Range and Country this morning, I was just comparing the group size against that BSA and my AP900, and whereas I took 24 shots on a group, there's a group there, you know, and that's the DRS group up there, you know, so what do you really go for? You know, this is, you know, this was what, £700? Range and Country's BSA was £900, and the AP 900, well, I paid 222 plus 65 having a barrel done, so that's 285, but the original price is what, 359, something like that. So what do you go for? You know, because looking at those groups, where my AP900 shot at 24 group was virtually the same as Range and Country's BSA at £900 with a 10-shot group. You know, yeah, I just hope they don't get upset. But right, so we just got. We just went through the old air, and that's the second time gone through. So now that's a 6mm hole. So now we're going to look for the beads. Now we've got 6mm beads and a 5mm bead. There's a 5mm bead there and a 6mm bead behind it, so I'm going to go for the one behind it. So I've got to skim it. That's skimmed and gone, and it's left that 5mm bead standing, so that weren't a bad shot. In fact, to me, I class that as a good shot. You know? So that's the 5mm bead, that's gone. That bead's gone. That bead's gone. There's a 5mm bead there, and that's gone. I'm not quite sure if there's two, so I'm going to try and take the back one. I can't really see it with the crosshairs, but I'm just going to go on top. Oh no, that must have been just one, but there is a double. The old pigeons cooing away there. I reckon it's love time with the pigeons. I saw a couple making love. Right, okay, so we've got another 5mm bead there, and that's gone. Oh, it's walking on top. Walking on top. Right, so there's another bead there just above that concrete, and that's that gone. I'm not quite sure if that's a bead, but it's gone anyway. Now, if you listen to the Peter about the trigger, if you have, you know, he's like me, he likes a light trigger. That way you don't pull the rifle. So you've really got to find out about what strength of, or what weight of the trigger pull you like. You know, I like it very light. So I'm not quite sure if there's a double pellet there, so I'm going to come on top of it. No. Okay, it could have been two pellets, but they both gone anyway. I think that's a pellet, a bead there, and that's gone. So it looks like all the beads are gone. I can't see no more down there. And I'm still not quite sure what that is, that white spot. So what we do, we go for the 6mm hole again. So I've done it twice so far. Okay, missed it that time. So that's 2 out of 3 times. Let's see what we can go for. Now that spinner behind this little man, I can't really see, but no. But there's a bit of red there, see it? I think that is the spinner. So we're going to go for that. And as you can see, that's going to be a very, very tight shot. If I can hit it. That's it. That's a very, very tight shot. It's even tighter now because I think it's leaning over a bit. I can just make out a little bit of red. And I missed it. I think it's a little bit of red. Now we go for that hole. In the little man. And it's going through, but it's not hitting that spinner. As I say, I'm only using 30 pellets. So we come back up for that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, coming back to that BSA, I mean my BSA, the TS is absolutely spot on. And what Lawrence said in that video about the zero, well, as far as I'm concerned, if you've got a true zero on a target, and you aim for that zero and you hit it, it's the pellet hole which you just keep on shooting at. Whereas what they do, or a lot of others do, is just come off that bullseye. So they've got an aim point all the time, but your aim point will be that pellet hole. That's the way I look at it. I mean that's, I don't know, really 4 times that's gone through that 6mm. We'll try the 5mm on 4.5 on that bell. Straight through. Yeah. That's what I mean. If you get a true zero, all you're doing is depending on yourself and depending on that pellet. And so I want to see if I can get his nuts up. No. I think the elastic is gone. Like my elastic on my pants, they keep falling down. Never mind. Not sure what to shoot at now. Now I can't see any red where that spinner is. What I could do is go for the arm of it, which is there. Although I hit it, it didn't move it. So we've only got 2 pellets left. So it's going to be like a 13-minute video. So we'll end up going through we'll try and go through the hole again. Yeah. And the last pellet last pellet for the bill. That's it. Video finished. Right, okay, I'll turn the scope off. Yeah, I must admit, this DRS is one accurate little gun. And yeah, as I say, yeah, I look at people shoot, and sometimes I do compare my shooting to theirs. And not trying to be big-headed, but I don't aim as long as people. I'm slightly a quick shooter. You know, I said many times, get on that target and pull that trigger. I just enjoy my 30 minutes of fun out in the garden, you know, shooting. And the pigeon keeps coming back and forward into the plum tree, which you can't see, but I think it's building his nest. Now, I don't want to keep going on about that range and country video, but you know, you're looking at prices of guns. Okay, that's a £900 gun. I think, I forget what this is, £700. And what with the Snow Peak, the way it's shooting now, I mean, you know, what guns you go and buy? I think there's three things you got to think of. The ability of yourself, the way you shoot, also relying on pellets. You know, you do have to rely on pellets. I mean, what I was shooting today was Hades. And I have to, yeah. I mean, a lot of people go out and buy these £2,000 rifles. It doesn't make them a better, you know, it doesn't make them a better shooter. You know, as far as I'm concerned, they're like in a brand name. They're a brand name shooter. You know, it's like when I bought that AP900, I didn't know what it was going to shoot, but as soon as it did start shooting, I knew there was a fault with the barrel. Now I should have had it done, had it repaired earlier, but I tried all things, adjusting the regulator, you know, I tried everything until I finally decided to have the barrel done. Okay, I didn't get a barrel changed, but it was crowning and polishing. And there you know the way how it shoots now. I mean, it's not so far off this, really, you know, the DRS, which is double the price. So it's really hard to say, are you a person who likes brand name, or just go out and get a rifle and try it out, like me? Well, I'm going to end it there because I can carry on all day. I've got to repair this door in the van. So if you enjoyed this little video, give the thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.